contingency is a future event or circumstance that is possible but cannot be predicted. Hi, I'm Shauna Norris, broker-owner of Venture Group Real Estate in Neosho, Missouri and Joplin, Missouri, serving all of Southwest Missouri, what we lovingly call the Ozarks. Let's talk loan contingency and appraisal contingency. A loan contingency is multi-part, and in the contract, in section 5, starting at line 72, the choices are not conditioned upon financing, non-conventional, and conventional. So when preparing our offer, we pick one of those three. So if we choose not conditioned upon financing, it means that the buyer is waiving their protection period of financing, but the buyer still has the right to get financing for any and all of the purchase. They just don't have the protection period of financing. The other two choices in that section are conventional and non-conventional. Conventional is loosely defined as any mortgage that is not backed or guaranteed by the government, and contrastly, non-conventional loan is in fact backed by the government or guaranteed by the government. If we mark conventional on our offer, then we are filling out the terms, the interest rate, the years, the percent down. We are filling that out in worst case scenario. So remember, this is your protection period. This is not exactly what loan you're qualified for necessarily. It's what loan are you willing to still move forward on this house. So say right now you're qualified for 6% interest, but you really love this house and you would be willing to still move forward on purchasing this house, even if you can no longer secure 6%, but you could still secure 7 or 8%. So in that scenario, we would actually put 8%, even though you were approved and are counting on that 6%. Also, if you're willing to do an adjustable mortgage, but you'd really like a fixed mortgage, we can put that there. These are the worst case scenario on where you would still be able to move forward. And so if it exceeds or if it's worse than what we put in this section, then the buyer has the right to unilaterally terminate the contract. The conventional financing contingency is worked off of days as well. It is not just open-ended. So unless stated otherwise, it's 25 days. And remember, those days start counting from the effective date, which is the last signature date. The final choice in this section is non-conventional loan. The three most common non-conventional loans are VA, FHA, RD, or USDA. VA is for veterans, FHA is for first-time home buyers, and RD or USDA, depending on who you speak with, is to encourage rural development. If you're curious about loan types or just want to get a better idea of which loan is the best fit for you, text 417-621-1883. Just say lender list and we will send you over a preferred lender list. When you have a non-conventional loan, you also have to attach this rider. It's called the government loan rider, and it notates which loan that you're participating in. And also on these types of loans, there are additional loan conditions. And so I like to describe that like the appraiser for a non-conventional loan. That appraiser is going out there to 1, assess the value, and 2, assess safety issues. The appraiser will notate those loan conditions on the appraisal, and some common ones that we see or ones that we see frequently are GFCI outlets or peeling paint. Once we know what the loan conditions are or the required loan repairs, then that opens up another soft negotiation between the buyer and seller, who is going to be responsible for getting those repairs done, because again, remember, those have to be done prior to closing, and often the appraiser has to go back out and re-inspect to ensure that they are in fact completed. In section 5 of the residential sales contract is also the appraisal contingency. This is all about appraised value. Did it appraise? Did we meet that value or did we not? Unless otherwise stated, we have 25 days to get that appraisal in, and then if we didn't meet the value that we went under contract at or that we're loaning against, then we have another soft negotiation, and unless otherwise stated, we have 5 days to come to a resolution with the seller. In the event that the property does not appraise, meaning it does not reach the value, and the seller also is not willing to lower the price, the buyer has the right to unilaterally terminate the contract with the earnest money returned to them, so long as it's within the protection period days, or the buyer can move forward at their choice. One final point is in the unfortunate happening of a buyer not being able to secure the loan, the buyer does have the right to unilaterally cancel the contract so long as they are in those protection days. And so usually how a buyer does that is 1, provide a declination letter from the lender, or 2, sign a sworn affidavit stating that they made every effort to secure the loan, but they were unable to secure the loan. So buyers, you can see you have many protection periods throughout the entire contract, specifically loan contingencies and appraisal contingencies. So rest assured, I know that often this process is very stressful and you feel like you're out on a limb, but you are truly protected in the contract so long as you follow the guidelines of the contract. And sellers, I know it seems like, oh my goodness, the buyer can back out here, they can back out there, but it's important to choose a good listing agent that understands all of these and can help you navigate the process and in most cases keep the contracts together. We want you to use all your resources. I am happy to be one of them. Please use your attorney, use your agent, use your lender, because there are a lot of questions and we want you to feel really good about what you're signing. So I hope I've been helpful in some way, and if so, if you would help me out by hitting the subscribe button below. Thank you.